Greetings. A lot of energy about Las Vegas in the cards. That's going to be fun. I see they're having some wind storms and blackouts and things of that nature. I was listening to a reader that said, pay attention to the details. And I thought, well, yeah, that's what I've been doing my best to figure out. I mean, when you're talking about portals and shit opening up in Vegas, that gets my attention. When I hear you say that, you've got my attention. As far as the details go, I can remember sitting in meditation, trying to figure it out. What is going to happen next? Was the place is a disaster. Anyway. A lot of talk about jinn in the cards. I can remember sitting in meditation. You're talking about remembering the details. That was right around the time I would assume they were releasing God knows what into Sin City. You can see it in the face. Some of us have a gift of sight to be able to see through people's forms. Strange occurrences, setups, different weird shit going on. Anyway, I can remember being in the hotel room of Hooters. Like, string of bad luck. It's like, what is going on? I woke up at 3:33 a.m. That's a very, very specific detail. To the girl that I was dating going, oh my God, this motherfucker is not real. Blah, blah, blah. Known me for years. What is going on? See, what were the details? Your feet were smoking, your entire face morphed. Shut up. I want to hear that. Take that crazy shit. You must be high. You must be high. Then I realized I'd lost about 100 pounds instantly. Maybe you're not so crazy. Who knows? I don't know. You'd have to talk to them. I wasn't there. Directly after that, the details that started pulling, that's when the journey began. What the fuck is going on? You got people talking about walk-ins, Dolores Cannon, Pleiadians, reptilians. I go to a starseed meetup. I met Lyra Ray. I saw the most crazy shit I'd ever seen. I'll tell this story 100 times. Lyra Ray, the princess of Pleiades, she does light language and stuff. She's got a big singing bowl, big crystal singing bowl, doing the light language thing. And I thought, the fuck am I witnessing? Learn how to see energy in the air. It revolves around that peripheral vision, that golden flash you guys are getting in the peripheral vision. Right. If you breathe in, if you take like 3 to 5 deep breaths, white light prana, 360 degrees around, till your eyes start to light up. When you open your eyes, if you look over in the furthest part of your peripheral, if the lights are dim, you'll be able to see the prana in the air. Energy is overlaid over everything. It's just like Dolores Cannon said, everything vibrates, everything is consciousness, everything is alive. So when you look at the peripheral of someone else's head, learn how to see auras. I'm not one these are 30-minute videos each. Learn how to see their aura. When you go over to look at their aura, if you'll hold your finger out, focus on that finger, a second finger will pop out. Well, that's not an illusion. When you look at your finger and a second finger pops out, when you look at someone's head and a second head pops out, okay, now you're looking at a two-headed human. It's undeniable. You're looking at an astral version. Learn to see auras. I'm leaving it alone. Anyway. Yes, so now we're running around looking at entities inside of people. That's what it is. Easiest way to put it. You're talking about the Earth Angel has reptilians running underground. Well, there's tunnels all over that place. They're called the tunnel people for a reason. Anyway, who knows? When I looked to the peripheral of Lyra Ray as she was doing light language into the singing bowl, I'm there with the Princess of Pleiades, Shaman Napoleon, a reptilian shaman in the Vegas area, an Octurian girl. It's a starseed meetup. I looked to the side of Lyra Ray's head. I could see light coming out of her mouth into the bowl. My jaw dropped. The fuck am I looking at right now? That's a pretty specific detail there, buddy. What am I looking at? There's light coming out of the girl's head. Well, she's doing light language. Now she's got light coming out of her face. Learn to see energy in the air. You could see the light energy coming out of her mouth into the singing bowl. And as she's doing the light language, which is like speaking in tongues, if you go to Lyra Ray's channel, she does it on her channel. But she's going, I open my third eye, like, what am I looking at? And she goes, oh, might get that gift of sight that's in all of your cards. She says, oh, he's trying to see me. I'm like, okay, great. Now, not only am I looking at a chick with light coming out of her face, claiming to be an alien, I came to debunk anyway. I don't believe in any of this shit. Now I'm getting my ass handed to me on a silver platter. And she's a ventriloquist. How are you going to talk to me doing light language at the same time? It's telepathic shit I've ever experienced in my life. Taught me right then. Never try to debunk as a spiritual person. Their gifts will hand you your ass on a silver platter. I was baffled. I said, I do it all the time. I do. I like being baffled and having my ass handed to me on a silver platter. It's fucking that simple. What are your abilities? I want to see that shit. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to take a class. I want to see it. I do it. People can't believe what the hell is going on. And now we've got natural disasters bringing the truth to me since no one else would. Okay, great. Works for me. That's what it is. You can't deny it when tarot tells me it's coming. And then I go and look for it, and it's named after someone I know. Okay. Congratulations, universe. Thank you for showing some favoritism. It's a destiny swap gone horribly wrong. It's a black magic and a voodoo backfire. It's a hate train targeting somebody that goes to starseed meetups. It's a Pisces that walks between the worlds. I can tell you these things. You can write them down. Oh, let's do some notes. Let's mind this guy's business and then go and research them. And cool. Every time I say something, go research it and look at the list of knowledge that comes along with the words I use. That's what you'll spend the rest of your life trying to figure out the words that are coming out of my mouth. They have a specific definition for the experience that they define. Why I jumped wholeheartedly into this shit. I want people. I don't mind you seeing light coming out of my head. Simple enough. God is all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters of the divine white light. I ask that there be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. There's 3 ways the jinn enter the body. She's talking about portals opening up. They've unleashed venom. Go do your research on the jinn. The fucking thing looks like venom. Everybody's love, everybody's light, everybody's health, everybody's wealth, everybody's abundance is a little bit of everywhere. 3 ways that entity enters your body: heightened states of rage, heightened states of fear when you're in your passion. They're sex magic demons, they're genies. Information you're not supposed to know about. Cool, they used one on a starseed, now your whole fucking planet's going to shit. Okay, congratulations. Can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Right, and pay attention to the details. It was 10:16. I put a question mark because I'm not sure. It was 3:33 a.m. Was it 3:33 a.m. the 16th or the 17th? I don't know. That's a detail within my credit card statement that I'll have to go back confirmation. 10:46. It was a Hooters resort in Las Vegas, and now you've got owl energy all in your cards. You've got owl faces popping out of my heart chakra when I'm playing with a plasma filter, getting intuitive hits to screenshot at the right moment. That's what it is. Who knows? We're moving into the magical life of starseeds and earth angels and shit. And then you've got a dark agenda using dark magic with witches and covens, and I can't do anything about that. We're still trying to figure it out. You've got people talking about them attacking the old version of Pisces. The first thing I think is, what, the one before I woke up at 3:30 a.m. to a woman going, "Oh my God, this motherfucker is not real," in 2 different languages. It was straight mumble. That's what it is. I mean, when you're trying to pray for someone and you can't figure out how to do it because of whatever you're seeing, you know something very profound is happening right before your eyes. That's what it is. And now you've got readers talking about portals and shit opening up. Something's been released in Las Vegas. Red-haired, green-eyed Nephilim energy running around. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Cards in the upright? No, cool, we'll flip it around. What? I have strange friends. I've got friends in other dimensions. People's ego deaths. Look at that. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Continue to figure it out. That's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to figure it out. You know, you've got Healer of the Ages energy in the cards. You've got the Hopi prophecy happening right before your eyes. You've got people who have made their entire lives up to this point on profiting off of the death of the people, when there's always been Dolores Cannon. There's always been the 1 Minute Miracle. There's always been other rings. When I have an ear, nose, and a throat doctor come to me, we sit down and talk and discuss the fact that he got blackballed from the medical field during the lockdowns because his technique of shrinking cells, mutated cells with frequencies, changing his patients' diets, was bringing them phenomenal results. He got blackballed from ear, nose, and throat. He was taking money away from their continued care department. Who gives a fuck about your continued care department? Well, they do. There's no profit in the cure. You're taking profit away from our business. You're taking their jobs. Failures, absolute failures, says Spirit. And you got a friend in me. Failure has brought what? Fucking out with the old, in with the new. It looks like, oh yeah, nothing they ever do will grow again. I can't do anything about that. It's just what it is. I mean, you've got that energy of the dark agenda. Okay, great. What? The guy who brought you the computer developed a virus for that computer just to sell you the virus software. And then that's the guy that takes 37 jet trips on a big old jet airliner. Take me to Kitty Diddle Island. 37 trips out there. And then you're going to let them lock you down, mask you up while I'm in Vegas. Opening up, Raise Your Kundalini Yoga is what I was waiting on, waiting to go down there and talk with them about renting a booth. I'm going to rent a booth for my Reiki business. I sat there 9 months. 9 months. Went to meetups, went and mingled, went and met lots of people, met Aaron Dowdy. There's your Sagittarius. Have we ever found that Sagittarius that went to Greece and had the spiritual work done on the community? Moving forward, the master. That's what it is. Right. Lost a star seed. Right. You've got Pisces readers out there talking about a Pisces that can read minds. What are you talking about? The Jose Silva mind control method? Right. Some people do it naturally. Right. I can remember sitting with Josh in California. They had diagnosed him as batshit crazy. He loved them pills. Oh, he had to have his prescription pill. Oh, yeah. I got the doctor said, okay, great. Why are you talking about the universe and fucking people with abilities and shit? Do you feel like you got some? Because of what someone else had told him, other than what he went in and told himself. He'd had serious traumatic situations. A spiritual awakening comes from large traumatic situations. You have to remove. There is a death, an ego death that comes with that. Things that you thought were true, they die instantly. You just got to edge that shit out. That shit doesn't come in, so the spirit can. I remember asking Josh, why do you think that? And I'm frustrated. I'm going nuts in my head. And he goes, the devil's in my head. I said, Josh, what is the devil saying to you? he repeated what I was saying in my head. Okay, great. So now I'm the devil in your head, Josh. Wonderful. Let's figure this out. Let's go a little bit further. What about telepathy, Josh? You ever thought of that? He immediately gets on YouTube, starts looking at influencers, some out of the Las Vegas area. Some that you ladies have been talking about is a group scenario that while one group raises your vibration, the other group lowers your vibration so that they can harvest energy with moon magic for manifestation. Josh was under the assumption that he had to self-delete to ascend. And what are all you girls talking about? They're out there casting self-delete spells. Yeah, Josh did it. I would assume you girls wouldn't have them talking about self-delete spells in their content and it not affect the star seed. Or a hell of a telepath. Who knows what the fuck Josh was? That's the best part. He was one of those unknown hybrids that nobody will ever have the chance to figure out now. I remember spreading his ashes on the beach. So, Master's in the upright and show some gratitude. Congratulations. Look at these truths just steadily flowing right out. Right, and I mean, I guess when you lose a starseed, and it's what it is, we don't want to dwell on the past. We want to make absolutely sure that when someone is picking up the thoughts of others, because the brain is a transmitter and a receiver, that's how the Jose Silva mind control method works. Jose Silva was a radio repairman. He was trying to help his granddaughter. Go look up the story of Jose Silva and you'll know. She was having difficulty reading. She was having learning disabilities. And he knew as a radio repairman that if he could reduce the resistance, the electrical interference, fucking noise in her head, she'd be able to concentrate. She'd be able to dial in better. What did he end up with? A 5-year-old that is finishing the sentences in the book that he's reading to her that she'd never read before. She never read that book. He just created a 5-year-old intuitive like that. She intuitively knew the next thing that he was going to read to her. He was baffled. What have I done? Let's do it some more. Now you have the Jose Silva mind control method. Show some gratitude. Look at that. Yeah, love is upside down is what it is. Spirit has no love for these people. That's what it is. I mean, when you've got readers picking up natural disasters, they were trying to stop the truth from coming out. They were attacking a healer's business with black magic and covens and things because that's what it is. What was the energy around the sun healer's business? Around my cosmic shield? What was my shield picking up for tarot readers on the 4th of July? Blocks, stops, people trying to stop the progression of a 5-star healing business with kitty ditty island energy around them. Man, it was my question for the 4th. Why are thousands of women listening to a tarot reader talk about somebody with an INFJ shield? She called it a cosmic shield. Okay, cool. So why are thousands of readers listening to a Pisces sun healer with a cosmic shield, an INFJ shield, a Pleiadian Master Light Merkaba, whatever you want to call it? The labels are fucking don't mean anything at this point. It's the INFJ shield. It's how we protect ourselves from picking up other people's psychic garbage. So I'm not sitting there like Josh thinking I have the devil in my head because this person in the coffee shop can't keep other people's names out of their mouth or head. That's what it is. The INFJ shield is used to keep from picking up psychic garbage when you're using a Reiki shield for a Reiki session. It's so if you're sitting there and projecting energy, Reiki's healing, love's healing intent. That's what it is. If you can't keep your mind clear, you can transfer that energy. Thoughts are energy. You're protecting your energy, keeping from projecting your energy onto the client. Okay, great. So that there's classes for that. Where does it fall short? When you've got 21-year-old kids running around with a natural ability, just like Dolores said. These kids were going to come in with their DNA already activated. Your indigo, your crystal, your rainbow children. Okay, great. Josh fit the mold. Some dupter got their hands on him. He was having traumatic. He had 2 dads. It's none of my business. It was tough for him. They would rather run their flower shop than deal with Josh. He's on every psych med imaginable, thinking he's got the devil in his head, that he's hearing voices. When I ask him, what are these devil voices saying in your head, Josh, when you're out in public? He repeated word for word what I had just fucking I was losing my shit trying to talk to the kid. I'm chewing him out in my head. Damn you, Josh. Ah! How am I going to die? I can't remember what I was thinking, but I know my jaw dropped like it did with Lear Ray when he sat there and verbatim repeated every word. I like fucking Sookie from True Blood. This cat's he's sitting there telling Bill exactly what I was saying in my head. I didn't say that shit out loud. He said it out loud. I did not. He repeated what I said out loud, and I didn't say that shit out loud. No wonder Josh is hearing voices. No wonder the INFJ shield is to keep people's emotional frequency from being whelmed over to us. Thoughts are energy too. That's what it is. And then you go to the Jose Silva mind control method, and Jose Silva designed the entire Jose Silva mind control program based on the brain being a transmitter and a receiver. And he made super psychics and still does on a daily basis. So that's what it is. Thank you, Mind Valley. Got no love for this situation. Yeah, black magic. Look at that. So I hear they used black magic on a healer. Is that true? You think it was a group of reptilians from Kitty Diddy Island that use the essence of children for their manifestation magic? You think? You think that's how they got all those riches? You think they were warlocks, magicians, doing Sooks magic with your children on an island? You think? You think that's what we're dealing with right now? Failures, absolute failures being supported by touching children. Look at that loving touch. Right? The loving touch is the nurture card. Cool. So you're telling me that these individuals in the past nurtured children, nurtured failure. The failure card is right above the nurture card. So they were nurturing upright. Yes, they were. They were nurturing that little baby on Kitty Diddy Island. You got a friend in me. Fucking blocking manifestations. Raw thief. Okay, so now it's a two-way street. They want to be thieves of joy. They want to be thieves of blessings. Okay, great. so it's a catch-22. Are we robbing them of their joy on Kitty Diddy Island? Nothing they do will ever grow again. Health is affecting them. Right? They used unalive magic. I keep healing and they keep getting worse every day. I can't do anything about that. I hear there's some cult leaders out there in bad health all across Tarot Land. Right? You can't have every aspect of the Earth Angel's life balancing out in love, light, health, wealth, and abundance, and these cult leaders not going to shit. I can't do anything about that. Mikhail Yasui, Masters in the Upright. Yeah, it's an upside down energy exchange. Imagine that. Right? Their black magic came down. They spent all of their time nurturing manifestation blocks, bad health, upside down energy exchange underneath a spiritual master in the upright. Show some gratitude. It's being supported by karmics. This is distance yourself from the karmics. This is the karmics distancing themselves from you. So I hear there's some reptile lizard brains taking flight going underground. Is that true? That's what it is. Push them back, way back. I'll be your cheerleader. Love is upside down in that situation. Yeah. Earth Angels in the upright. Did we ever figure out who did the voodoo work on that crown activation? Did we? We ever figure out who did that? we ever figure out who attacked the paranormal INFJ? Did we? Black magic was used. That's what it is. Unanswered prayers. Look at that situation. Nothing we can do about that. That's what it is. When you've got readers now talking about pay attention to the details of Las Vegas with them opening portals and shit. Las Vegas is known for that shit, right? You had Aleister Crowley in the cards last week. Okay, or fucking no, that was just the day before yesterday. That's the whole story about the Golden Dawn. My understanding, granted, this shit is all just stories, but that was one of his greatest manifestations, was opening up a portal and a gray coming through. And what do you end up with? Area 51, chaos and calamity. Roswell. Oh, hey, I hear Roswell's all underwater. So they're getting some floods in the Roswell area. So I thought New Mexico was going through a drought. Now it's flooding. Everything's just all kind of upside down. So except Kitty Diddy Island. No, that shit's underground. Look at that. I'm gonna fight that shit. That's what it is. That's what it is. They take care of their own. They take care of their own. You got a friend in me. Manifestations are upside down. That's all right. We're not worried about their manifestations being upside down. I'm not worried about my nurture card coming in underneath a bunch of upside down dragons. Nothing they do will ever grow again. It's a transfer of wealth. Their health is being affected. Oh, look at that. Intuition's in the upright. They do not like your intuitive abilities. They do not like that fortune teller with the glow. No, they don't. They sure don't. They do not like intuitive awareness. They do not like that shield of protection around the psychic. Oh, no. The fake psychics, they really don't like that shit. They don't like your glow there, Pisces. Masters in the upright. The energy exchange is upside down. You just got to be compassionate. It's just going to take some time. It's just what it is. Right? I've overcame everything they've thrown at me. They can't figure out how I keep healing. And then fucking nobody believes in magic. Okay, great. Then I magically overcame that shit. Oh, they were using voodoo? No, fucking is what they're talking about. Like, you can go to a muggle, a professional fucking half-wit muggle. Seen Harry Potter? What's a muggle? A normie. Try to explain to him any of the baneful magic that they sell in the fucking shops right down the road. Candle magic. Voodoo dolls. Yeah, go try to... You can't even explain a Reiki teddy bear to these half-wits. How the fuck are you going to explain a voodoo doll to your professionals poisoning you? Here's my card. Higher consciousness. Underneath karmics running for the hills. Show some gratitude. Love is upside down over top of the Earth Angel. I hear they were trying to control the Earth Angel's love, and now the Earth Angel, that's what it is. I mean, the universe only responds to how you feel. That's what it is. I mean, we had to love. We had to love the universe bringing us the truth, since they wanted to sacrifice the Earth Angel. They didn't want to bring the Earth Angel the truth. So, okay, great. So what does the universe bring us? Well, the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving. Thank you, universe. Thank you for that truth. I appreciate that. A lot of robbery energy around the Earth Angel. Okay, congratulations. Oh, we got Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day. Well, that's something great to send to the mother. That's what it is. That's her daughter. That's what it is. Stepdaughter, her daughter, whatever. That's what it is. Been divorced 20 fucking years, so I don't know why they're still in my energy. Well, maybe it's because of Hurricane Barbara, the first storm of our season. Look at that. That's a current affair. That's not living in the fucking past. Get an angel number in my community page of the fucking right next to the cardinal. I get a cardinal come in. A message from the other side. What's in the angel number that I match it to? The Glen. Okay, well, hell, that's Barbara's husband. That's Lake Isabella earthquake's granddaddy. I can't make this shit up any better if I tried. Look at that. Their cult or coven initiation is flipped upside down, and they got no love for the Earth Angel over that shit, do they? That's what it is. Black magic led to unanswered prayers. And I can understand. We do. We want to forget about the past. If 20 men go out to Kitty Diddy Island, give those 20 men 20 kids apiece. Don't sit here and cry when God takes 20 children out of the Texas Hill Country. Oh, it's a tragedy. The storms came and took away 20 of our babies. Well, hell, if the storm hadn't come and washed them the fuck off the face of the planet, you'd have let them go to an island with Tom, Dick, or Harry. Fuck yeah, families are upside down over this shit. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I hear they tried to sell an Earth Angel. I hear they tried to initiate an Earth Angel with an abundance of sunshine Kundalini energy into some kind of weird sex cult so that they could manifest some more. You think that's that same pure energy they're sucking out of your kids on an island? You think so? You think that they think they're using it for Sook's magic? You think it is? You think I already said that shit on my other channel before I was arrested from them playing these games with me? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. What are these people all trying to cover up? Pedo energy? Okay, great. That ain't me. I can push that sore spot all day long. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, they've been involved in some unalives? Cool. I've got 40 documented death experiences at my 5-star business. Ouch, ouch. Their death experiences, people don't wake up to give them a review. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. I can poke those sore spots. It's just what it is. So, what are we not going to fight? A bunch of upside down men on an island. So it is. They're just upside down underneath your kids. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about the transfer of wealth and power being fought. There was just a lawsuit between Ripple Labs and the Security Exchange Commission. There is a cop, C-O-P, a police officer, retired, whatever. Fuck, I'm sure he is retired. He's more into gold, silver, and cryptocurrency anyway. He doesn't give financial advice, and first thing he tells you is, I'm a fucking scammer. And then he tells you about how long he was a cop. He's an asshole, fucking total prick. What does he do? He takes the head of the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, dresses him up like a clown with the big wig and the nose, takes his picture and doctors it up, edits it up. Why? He started all of that shit for the government for a lawsuit, fought it tooth and nail, did not want digital currency. Didn't want that shit coming out. No. We don't want you tracing people's money. No. Why? He'd been spending his on kids. Upside down men in your government running your financial system. Give me a fucking break. I'm not worried about that. That's a them problem, not a me problem. That's what it is. They're losing their power. We're not worried about that. That's what it is. Intuitive awareness. Oh, has people all in their emotions. Okay, good. Network. What was it? Network News. What was that show? What was it? Fucking Network. I can't remember. Anyway, it's got the guy at the TV station that loses his shit. I know things are bad. I know that the cost is up and this is this and this is this. So I want you to get mad. I want you to get up out of your chair. I want you to go over to your window, raise your window, stick your head out the window and go, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Yeah, of course, the quickest way to get jinn possessed. 3 ways the jinn enter the body. Height and stature. I'm mad as hell. And oh shit, now I got a spirit of influence. That's what it is. It's called jinn magic for a reason. Those were some details of Las Vegas that I had to figure the fuck out. Something very profound is going on. How is this weird magical shit happening? Oh, they're using genies? Go fucking figure. You think they are? You think they're playing Aladdin and Shazam with your ass? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Again, their money's upside down. Right? You've got these people are making offers to a deity. You've got a guy that just put his short out a minute ago. You've got hundreds of I'm not even sure what one of the countries that's at war right now. I didn't even listen. I was so in shock. Right? They're in the streets offering up their firstborn babies. Thousands of women came with their children to offer them up as a sacrifice. Death to America. Think they're doing some jinn magic? I can think about that. They're offering child sacrifice in an Islam. I'm sure that would be an Islamic country. You think they're sacrificing their firstborn to a demon for death to America? You just had a reader talking about how whatever they had released, you had to feed the beast. You have to feed that beast. And what does it do? It destroys worlds. That's what it is. It looks like all the math is mathing. Right? Have I seen a jinn? Yes. I have my Reiki for astral sight activation classes. Did I activate that shit? Yes. What does it look like? The unseen realms? Pisces has the rare ability to walk between the worlds of angels, demons, and jinn. It's interdimensional sight. There's classes for that here's my card. That's what it is. But you have to put your heart into it, right? If you go to the Knowledge Keepers channel, who I put his exercise to the test. It takes 10 minutes a day for 6 months. If you don't do it religiously, 10 minutes a day for 6 months, it'll take you a year. What does it unlock? Astral sight, the astral realm. Now you've got a consciously unconscious Pisces, an INFJ that naturally has the gift of being able to tap in to the planes of light or the realm of frequency and light. Okay, cool. So we do that naturally? Hell, okay, cool. So there's been a class for that for freaking God knows how long. It's called Reiki for astral sight activation exercises for a reason. It's an exercise that when you practice, activates your astral sight. Fucking people are out of harmony and balance for this shit. It's what it is. Right? However, on the end of the 3D plane, we have to remove that negative energy. That's what it is. You've got reader after reader talking about spiritual baths, cleanse your space, da-da-da-da. Why? Because they're projecting out negative energy. The dark does not want to come to the light. So they want to do everything they can to stop those standing in the light. Right? Because they keep you poisoned and sick so they can profit off of your death. For every this, there is a that. Once you find that, there is no profit in the cure. 99,000 studies for the 1 minute cure. Cures virtually any disease. Okay, great. So then read the book and do it. Don't dwell on the past of God knows what. Females upside down. Right? Witches flipped the fuck upside down. Is what it is. So I hear they're having little group shenanigans that have got them locked into God knows what. Right? I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. There's no profit in the cure. They're gold diggers. They're only worried about money. That's what it is. The truth. That's what it is. What's going to be supporting that? Yeah, women who can't teach you anything. Fucking black magic. Yeah, and it won't change their consciousness. There is no changing that. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. That's what it is. You've got these cult leaders, these coven whatever. They've gotten themselves in a situation that they can't get out of because they've been in the dark the whole time. When there's always, you can come to the light. The information, light represents information. So that's what it is. Yeah. 900 earthquakes in China. Okay, well, there's your romance scammers. It's just what it is. Covens passing around STDs. Cool. Go over here to fucking the 1 minute cure. It's fucking all healing is self-healing. The things that Dolores Cannon said, you can be cured of anything. Nothing is impossible. And she's in 117 countries. So what are they crying about? Did they fall into the dark that profits off the death of their people? Or did they step into their light where there's a cure? Right? Now you've got that energy. Oh, God, they need the healer. Well, no, fucking the information's been available. It's just been hidden from you. That's where I have a problem. That's where I have a problem with all of this. You have people like Dr. Joe Dispenza curing people of stage 4 cancer. Cancer is the biggest deception on this planet. They make more money off of treating you. Oh, I can't. And what do they tell you? Oh, well, insurance covers. Insurance covers my treatments. These retreats, oh, those are too expensive. The fuck out of here. Namaste.